Okay, everyone. Today we are taking a first look at Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Full disclosure: code for the game was provided by the publisher, but please keep in mind this is not paid content, and the publisher has no control over my critical opinion of the game. We are covering this about 2 weeks after it came out because talking about critical opinion of the game, we got some stuff to talk about. So this game came out 2 weeks ago. It released in a state, is the nicest way to put it. Loads of performance problems. We're streaming this over on Twitch. Did I say we was covering this on Xbox Series? We're gonna be covering it. This is probably gonna be the performance mode. Like we'll get into that in a second. So yeah, literally we've been sitting here on Twitch for about an hour or two for this update to complete because I think this is officially update 4. So, if you want to know what patch version this is. So yeah, we're covering this on the 9th of the 5th, 2023, update 4, which the only annoying thing that has been here, like the last couple of updates have been like 6 gig, 7 gig, 8 gig, whatever. This update, it triggered a full re-download. So it's like 136 gig download, which is a bit annoying. All right, so where should we start with this? Okay, so Star Wars Jedi Survivor, sequel to Star Wars Fallen Order from Respawn, published by EA. Respawn of Titanfall fame. That came out like 4 years ago. So this is the sequel to that. And it's kind of the, should I say, spiritual successor to the Star Wars, the PS3 Star Wars games. What Star Wars? Oh no, I'm forgetting the name. Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed games. Who remembers those? In some regards, it plays kind of evolution of those. They've got nothing to do with each other. But like, if you didn't play the last game, so basically this was their like PG take on Dark Souls gameplay wise. If you don't play a Dark Souls game, you're like, huh, what does that mean? You know how the Dark Souls formula does. You got like bonfires that you rest at and all the enemies respawn, and if you die you drop your like points or whatever, and you got like a blood stain, you gotta go pick it up. If you die again you lose it. So this was like, imagine like Force Unleashed but added the Dark Souls gameplay elements onto that. And then there was another game franchise they kind of heavily borrowed off of, was like the Uncharted games. You know how the Uncharted games did the Tomb Raider style platforming, right? So this game has, imagine Tomb Raider style, Uncharted style platforming and Dark Souls style combat. But don't let the Dark Souls style combat put you off, because it's not like that difficult. If anything, my last criticism of the last game was, and it kind of spoiled it for me, we played on the default difficulty and I found it too easy because I'm a Souls nerd, right? So maybe I learned my lesson with this one. If I'm finding it too easy, up the difficulty. So yeah, this is a next gen only game. We should probably get the big performance conversation out of the way here first. There's gonna be a short version of this video up on YouTube, long version will go up on Twitch. So we'll see how we edit this stuff and all that. But quickly, so it's a next gen only game. And yeah, it released like the day the game released. Respawn put out a big tweet to say, oh, we're going to be patching it over the next couple of months. And there was a lot of side-eyeing about how they phrased that tweet over, oh, people who are having problems on the PC version is basically kind of their fault because they're running a Windows 10 with a advanced processor, whatever. But then if you look at the console versions, they run in the state as well. And your digital foundries of the world have done all their tech analysis and tests. So if we get some numbers and stuff out of the way, right? So this has 2 modes. If we go here, let's go visuals. This has a performance mode and a non-performance mode. The reason this is a next gen only game, this is ray tracing's enabled no matter what. If you turn on performance mode, it tries to hit 60 FPS, ray tracing still on. If you turn off performance mode, the ray tracing is still on and it still tries to hit, but then it hits 30 FPS. So with performance mode on, it bounces between 45 and 60 FPS and it's basically around 720p, but it's upscaled to about 1440p using you know, their upscaling techniques. And if you turn off performance mode to go into resolution mode, it's kind of around 920p. Can go lower, can go higher, and then it tries to upscale it to 4K. So, you know, if you want air quotes is true resolution, it'll be 920p in resolution mode, and if you want the true resolution in performance mode, you know, it's 620. But like these days, upscaling techniques are so good that doesn't really matter. A lot of these games are doing this now. The problem is, even in performance mode, it still doesn't hit a stable 60. But I'm a bit two ways on this, right? I'll be honest with you. So obviously we're streaming this at 720p. I'm covering this on a 1080p monitor because my capture's 1080p. So obviously, if you got a big expensive 4K TV, you're gonna be annoyed and everything. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, why is the resolution so low?" Whatever. But I've been saying this for the longest time. I think that if you want to turn on all the bells and whistles in games and keep the performance up and keep ray tracing on, kill the resolution. The resolution should be the first thing to go. I don't care if you drop 4K resolution. I don't care about 4K at all at the moment. If you look at the hardcore PC gaming space and high frame rates, 1440p is the sweet spot anyway. And when I bought my PS4 Pro last generation, everything was running at 30 FPS. The promise of 60 FPS never came. But like, I was screaming from the hilltops. I was like, dudes, developers need to drop their resolution. I don't care about resolution. I want performance and bells and whistles. So in one regards, I've got to kind of give it to Respawn, because they had the guts to be like, "Oh, you know, we're going to keep all the bells and whistles on, ray tracing's on in both modes, and we're going to drop the resolution." You know, but you got to give it a bit of a side eye, because you're like, "You dropped the resolution, fair play. I bigged you up for that, but I didn't know you was going to drop the resolution to, you know, 720 and 920 or 950, whatever, depending on your mode you're playing." But you know, when you look at the bigger picture of this game that is having performance issues on PCs, having performance issues on consoles, you know, I respect the fact that they wanted to keep all the bells and whistles on and drop the resolution, but they've also are clearly having problems with this, right? Because, you know, it's not running well, it's crashing a lot on PC. And but again, my issue is not like, even though it's 40, so my recommendation is how you should play this. You should play on performance mode. And you should leave motion blur on, because motion blur helps a lot with this game to remove the judder, because otherwise you're going to see a lot of the judder. But it's like an action Souls type style game, so, you know, like, that's the way to play. I know like a lot of your digital foundries and all that of the world are saying, "Oh no, play in 30 FPS mode," and, you know, all that. I totally 100% disagree with them. I say turn motion blur on, put it on performance mode. Obviously, if you've got a big 60-inch, 5 bajillion pound 4K OLED SS, you know, all the bells and whistles TV, you're going to be a little bit mad, because then, you know, obviously it's not going to be as sharp as you want it to be. But if you're, you know, if you're playing on like a 1080p TV still, you haven't got a big fancy TV, then you're not going to miss out too much on the resolution, right? So my opinion is that's the way you should play. So yeah, I don't, to cut a long story short, I don't even mind the resolution drop, because of the reasons I said. I prefer if devs would do that. I don't even mind the dodgy performance all over the place. My biggest issue with this game is the screen tearing. Like, I can look past the frame rate drops and I can look past the resolution, but like the screen tearing, we'll see how it runs on patch 4 now. But yeah, when I was like testing this off stream and stuff, the screen tearing was too much for me. That is like really distracting. Whenever the frame drops, the screen would tear. If you don't know what screen tearing is like, you know, imagine if you're like two pictures are stitched together, and if you like downloaded a WhatsApp image or something, and, you know, it's like they're not aligned up properly, and in fast motion, that's what screen tearing is. So if we yeah, so that's what's going on with the performance stuff. You know, I don't know how many you know, if you're on the PC side, you're struggling way more. You should probably hold off a little bit while longer to see if they finally sort that out. Because remember the last game we got a video up of the last game, and I played that on PS4 Pro. That should be up on the channel everywhere. That ran at like 45 also, even on the PS4 Pro. So, you know, this studio's like, you know, doesn't release these Star Wars games in the like most stablest of ways, right? Even that one I played in the performance mode. What else is there to discuss? And then the other big thing with this game was, like, so before even the performance issues and all that came out, there was already a lot of conversation happening around this game, because this is what, if we're video game collectors here, and I like to get everything on disc if I can. because I like to collect. But the other big conversation around this game is that if you buy the disc version, you have to download. Obviously, you're gonna have to because it needs a patch. But even if it didn't need a patch, you're gonna have to have a massive day one download because the full game is not on the disc. So we haven't had any 2-disc games this generation, and I think like next generation HD. HDR Blu-rays are like 100 gig limited, right? So this game on Xbox side is like 136 gig download, and on the PlayStation side, it's like I think it's like 150 gig. So obviously the disc can only hold 100 gig. So if you buy the disc, you put it in, you don't have no internet connection, whatever, it only has up until like chapter 1 or 2 of the game on there. So yeah, like and the publisher didn't print both, like didn't have an install disc and a play disc. So that's already, if you like physical media and all that stuff, you're fresh out of luck because it doesn't fit onto one disc and they didn't put it in 2 discs. So that was the conversation happening around the game even before the game came out, and then all the performance stuff was going on. But that's here and no, I mean, I was gonna say that's here nor there because but it's not really. If you don't have a good internet connection and you only like to collect physical media because they hold their value, so obviously it means a lot. But like the way the stats and everything is going, right, everything's pushing toward digital anyway. Like so Xbox has a version of their console that is no disk drive, right? So depending on how you download and how you play and all that, but you should be aware of that. So that was a conversation going originally, and then all the performance stuff is going on. So but like all that to one side, again, this is going to be a long start to this video, like 10 minutes, no gameplay. All that to one side, like it's an improvement on the last game. That's like clear. Everybody's clearly saying this. It was just like if it would have released in a better way. So yeah, let's turn off usage sharing first of all. I ain't agree to that. Let's see what options are here. All right, so you got audio. I've turned down the effects volume a little bit. Another thing actually that is, so yeah, I'll give the devs praise for fully committing to ray tracing, because again, I have these flashy brand new consoles and I want to play next gen games. I've been saying for the longest time, there's no reason to buy a next gen console. Like every single game that's came out, you could play them on last generation. Sure, the frame rate won't be as good, but I feel like we obviously the pandemic and everything has caused this to, because usually it would take a year or two when a new generation console comes out, and that's how long it takes for developers to catch up for next generation games to come out. Because of the pandemic and COVID and everything, that's taken longer. So for the longest time, I've been saying to everybody, like, look, yes, I cover these games on next generation consoles, but really and truly, I don't think there's a reason to own next gen consoles. But like there's like this, and then there are 1 or 2 other games. So even though it has the performance issues, even though the resolution drops and everything, like this is still a showpiece for next generation. This is like one of a few. That seems weird to say, right? Because you got a game that releases in this, like the performance conversations are taken away from what this game actually is. It's a showpiece for next generation. I appreciate that they're fully committing to ray tracing on and bells and whistles. So we gotta have this big conversation at the beginning. So you gotta know what's going on. Maybe it might be better for you to wait for this to be fully patched out and everything. But yeah, if you own a next generation console and you're like, oh, I need that showpiece game, it's taken like 2.5 years, and we're finally getting this. This is not coming. I don't think this is coming to last generation. This is a next generation only game, and as you're gonna see in a little while, if you like look away from the performance issues, is a next gen showpiece. So yeah, so they got the 2 modes which we talked about. We don't see this a lot on consoles. They got a field of view option, which is good here. Like sorry, let me go here. They got a field of view option, which is great. I've heard some recommendations that you should move one up from the default. I'm just gonna leave it default though. Motion blur, again, the reason I'm gonna leave that on is the reason I told you earlier on. What else we got here? Let's see. Anything worth talking about? You got all the camera lock on stuff and follow and everything, because Souls like game. So we'll see. And then you always appreciate all the accessibility options. It seems accessibility seems like they've lumped everything in here as well, because game volume is also in here as well. So yeah, that's the big conversation around performance and everything. So now that we got that all out the way, let's start up a oh, if you haven't played the last game, actually let's quickly have a look here. If you haven't played the last game, when you fully boot this up, it gives you like a story rundown of the previous game. Gonna scream all over me. How dare you, video game? This gives you like a couple of minutes previous rundown.
This is no common
I'll watch this for a minute just so you can, so you know it's there. So if you're like, oh, I haven't played the last game, am I gonna miss out? You can get a quick rundown.
A lightsaber.
I was alone for a long time. I was scared that they'd find out who I was or what I was.
And you're not alone. Not anymore.
Hey, BD1.
All right, you get the idea.
I guess it's about time.
So it has a story thing there. So all right, let's go start new journey. Like I said, I played about an hour of it off stream because I wanted to do the test and look around, like, you know, so my viewers can be well informed what's going on with the performance and stuff here. So okay, again, if you haven't watched our last video of the last game, like, you probably should. It's up on Twitch. I don't know if it's up on YouTube. My issue I had, and I'm not trying to be that toxic gamer guy, like, you know, like, oh, I want everything to be hard, whatever, is yeah, like, Jedi Knight is the middle difficulty, and I felt the last game was too easy. So if I find it too easy, I'm gonna I'll up it. Force interaction hints default on, navigation hints, dialogue line skipping. All right, so that's the options you have there. Navigation hints might be worth like turning on. This is my 2 pence in this, because, you know, if it has like the Uncharted style, oh, you got to jump here, go here, 1 or 2 times I've found like you don't want the game like hand holding you that much, but sometimes it could be genuinely kind of difficult to figure out like where you got to go next. So like keep that in mind. You can go back and turn it on anytime you want as well. All right, so let's go. All of the preamble out the way. Yeah, so the new patch came out today. So I don't know, like looking at the patch notes, you know, it's mainly to address like game locking bugs or game save breaking bugs. They didn't really talk a lot about the performance stuff. The PC side of this patch got, for patch 4 got performance issues, but on the console side it seemed like there was like story cutscene dialogues and like, you know, bits where you couldn't go forward and the game would lock up. So I think that's what this patch mainly addresses, and clipping and things like that. Now here's the question. Disney Star Wars audio. I have really rolled the dice here. I think the audio is important for this, but this video you might never see this video unless you watch it live, because, you know, the whole thing could just get clapped. And the publisher did warn, no, you should maybe turn the music off. You shouldn't. They said like you shouldn't have a problem with it, but, you know, Disney, Star Wars, we can't really say. They said it in that voice as well. Really say. Well, I imagine them. If you're a Gotham fan, I still can't get over this character, man. This guy, so he played Joker in Gotham in like the last season, whatever, or like an alternate universe version of Joker. I mean, maybe he did the role so well. I can't see, he's typecast as a bad guy for me now. I can't see him as a good guy. Spoilers, he's a good guy. So whenever I see him, I'm like, oh my god, it's Joker from Gotham. That was a great TV show, by the way. They ended it too soon. It was funny. I was talking about this with somebody IRL. I was like, oh, he goes, oh no, I love the character and I love the actor and I love the game and I love the first game. I can't wait, you know. And I was like, oh, he played. Am I the only one that has this problem? Is it me problem? And he goes, oh, I didn't watch Gotham. Oh, okay. I need to bounce this off of somebody. See if this is me. Anyway, let's sit back and enjoy. That's the long intro out the way. Again, shorter video will go up on YouTube, longer video will go up on Twitch. Depending on what you're watching, follow, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. It's a nice looking game. All that performance stuff out of the way, you know. This is which is a shame, really, you know. I wish they would have we probably saved this for final thoughts and outro and all that, right? Like, I wish they would have waited, because the conversation is mired around this game about the performance stuff, where it should be about, oh man, we finally got a next gen game, you know? Don't say ass in my string. I'm sorry. Oh, so you know how I compared it to Dark Souls stuff early on? I should say it's not as precise. So if you're like, you don't like Souls games and all that, don't let this put you off. It's not a Souls game, you know, if that was mean. It's just not like, feels a bit floaty and it's not that difficult. So it's, you know. And another thing they've borrowed, the grappling hook. I want to say hook shot, and I keep, because I'm a Zelda fan. Grappling hook from Sekiro. You know the platforming stuff that Sekiro did with the grappling hook? They do a lot of that in this game.
So, where's the handoff? Ducks. This kind of deal is best done in the shadows.
I'm also going to be testing this new patch while I'm...
From taking our prisoner and chucking us into a sky lane?
He needs to keep this quiet.
Oh, actually, while we're here, I'm curious. Oh, so yeah, you can adjust.
Sidestepping inquisitors.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna do it so just so you can see. Usually I save this for the end of the video, but we've been talking about performance so long. Let's just show.
The guy's playing
See the judder? Like when you go from 30 to 60, you can instantly notice more. But this is a bit of an unfair comparison, because if you're just looking at 30, your eyes adjust to it. But you know, stop pushing me, dude. So this is resolution mode, 920p upres. FSR, I think that's what the AMD is called, is like comparable to Nvidia's like DLSS technology, and obviously Nvidia do a way better job of promoting their upres technology. So I'm sure everybody's heard of DLSS rather than FSR, but it's the same principle basically. I'm sure the nerds in the chat will be going, no, it's not. You know, DLSS is way better because it's been out longer, so they've had 2 generations. So we're on DLSS 4.0 at the moment, and we're on FSR 2.0 at the moment because AMD was like late to the party with that stuff. But you know, you get the basic gist of it. It's like their way to up-res games. And honestly, I like, you know, I'm not gonna. I had to talk about the resolution thing, because just so you fully are aware, but I don't care that the resolution is that low. I honestly don't. I'm all for devs pushing their resolution lower if they can turn on full bells and whistles, keep FPS and performance up, keep ray tracing on, don't care, bring it down. I don't know if you should bring it down to 620p, but like, bring it down. 900, 1080p, go for it. I guess we really don't have like any kind of statistics to say like how many people have 4K TVs now, right? Is the saturation at that higher level, or is it like we're just gonna hear the complaints from the few that have the money to buy all these fancy TVs? And really and truly, 4K penetration ain't that high. Also, I'm sorry, I'm speaking all over this story. I'm just trying my best not to be spoilery. I'm doing you a favor. Anyway, look how dense it is. This.
I already scanned out.
Easy, officer. The senator is just making sure everything's on the level. And we're off.
So graphically, the 2 games, remember I said earlier on, we've had about like 1 or 2 next-gen games. The other one is like Horizon Zero Dawn, but I don't agree because the last-gen version of that game also looks great. So I guess we haven't got a last-gen version of this to compare it to, right? Like I played the latest Horizon game on PS4 Pro, and I thought it looked fantastic, you know, so I didn't... Like the next-gen version had more, what's the word I'm looking for? The image felt more saturated and it looked more... there was more stuff in the scene.
You gonna let him call you that?
Oh, that hurt. Oh, okay, that's a new starter. I didn't see that first time I played.
Buy a crate of electroproton bounce from a check.
Oh, another bug I was experiencing a lot. I would get total audio cut out,
Sleep, same as us.
like for like 1-2 seconds. It's happened a couple of times
Always nice to meet a
to the
fan.
point I was like, "Was my HDMI going out?" Like yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna they fix that.
This way, Jedi.
Oh my days! Seriously, dude, he's out here just.
Business. The prisoner needs to be in mint condition.
The senator requested I bring the prisoner to him alive. He is breathing, isn't he?
Droids.
Yeah, honestly, these performance starters are new. I was testing this off stream, and before this patch, and I never saw these.
Is the district secure?
Yes, Senator.
It better
Oh, so
be.
the cutscenes are higher resolution. I can't remember the numbers for those. Apologies. But you'll be able to tell straight
Jedi
away.
is a rare quarry these days. What else have you brought me?
I think they're 30 FPS locked, but high resolution.
See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
I'm gonna try my best to not make
The
any
renegade Jedi Cal Kestis.
Mandalorian references.
You have made quite a name for yourself.
Great show, go watch it.
Sabotaging weapons depots.
And you're gonna say
disrupting
this is the way a lot. If you watch
supplies,
Mandalorian, you know what I'm talking about.
flaunting this for everyone to see. The failed coup on Norset. That was your doing, wasn't it?
What do you want, Senator? A confession? You already know I've been working with Saw Gerrera.
Before I deliver you to the Emperor, you will lead me to the remaining Jedi.
I can't. It's just me.
No use resisting. I'll find out one way or another. Sometimes all it takes is a speech. But in there, I have other tools at my disposal.
That
Or
mocap though,
maybe
you have to.
I'll just use this. Your master's lightsaber. Jaro Tapal, a traitor like you. And to think one day our children will ask, what is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by
Takes one to
its
know
own
one. You
armies.
piece of
Arrogance is a trap a
poop.
lot of
I
us
don't say
fall
shit on my
into,
stream.
Senator.
I said poop.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind if I deliver you to him in pieces. What?
Did you really think you could capture me? You've got classified military intel stored on your yacht.
That's why I was
You
talking
just
over
brought
the
it
story in the
right to
beginning,
me.
by the way. It's just, it was a build up to nothing.
Thanks,
Nothing.
BD.
You'll burn for this.
That's mine.
All right, I hope it gives, I was just about to say, I hope it gives you the tutorial again so I can show you what's going on. Okay, with one foot in Coruscant. Okay, that. With one foot in Coruscant. I was just telling her. All right, LT to pull. All right, there you go. Tap RT to push single enemies and hold it down to push groups. Attack with a lightsaber. Press Y to use force attack. All right, and then if you press the right stick in, you can do the lock on.
That all you got, Senator? Come on out. We'll talk.
So yeah, it's you know, don't think like it has this is a Souls-like game, but don't think of it precise like the Souls-like games, you know. Oops. Let me show you how to. All right, hold LB to block most enemy attacks. Just show you here. Press B to evade, which is basically your dodge roll. Maybe they should tell you about camera lock on straight away. Can you tell I'm a Souls player?
Won't let you kill me.
It's okay, they're just clones. It's fine. You ain't seen any of the Star Wars movies. Spoilers.
Let me down. We just can't stop him. Get in there.
Your force meter is empty. Damage enemies to gain force. Gameplay wise, it still feels a bit mashy. When you get to
Not so
harder
fast,
enemies, you
Senator.
tend to like dodge more.
Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us.
But you know, that's like a Star Wars third-person action game thing. They've always felt a bit mashy.
Really hot. Hold on.
Remind you of Uncharted yet?
It's okay.
This is like Uncharted 2's bus scene, right?
We gotta get to that yacht.
Again, though, let's have a look around. This is like real dense environments here, man. If you like the Star Wars universe and stuff.
That was a close one, buddy. It's not your fault. Catch up with the yacht.
And you cling on to most stuff easy.
Doc, where's the senator? His yacht's gone.
Platforming feels really good in this, actually.
Prisoner. Could be with the senator. Or
It's not as limiting as like the Uncharted games. You got like wall running stuff as well,
nothing yet.
which I think was in the first game. It's been a while now.
Maybe this is a coordinated attack. Yeah. What was that?
You gotta go, BD.
There he is! Take him out! Firing! Get him!
It's okay. We're fine. Use that to use register to force highlighted object. Oh, okay, I see. There you go.
Let's head out.
Scan. Oh, down on D-pad.
You can't open it. You don't have anything for it, do you?
All right, what do we get? What do we get? Actually, I should mention that this is the code that was provided by the publisher. I think this is a deluxe version. From what I can understand, for the deluxe version is it's just like costumes and stuff.
We gotta find that yacht before the
Luke
Empire does.
Skywalker? I don't think you get them straight away. I say that, but I actually don't know. Oh, no, actually, you do get them straight away? You do get them straight away. Alright. Okay. We've all played Souls games there. If I'm gonna fashion Souls, I'm gonna be here all night, so I better not.
Is it safe up here? You're gonna disobey a direct command? I'm just saying.
Now you tell me how to lock on.
For this, don't we? It's a big district. They're doing just.
I know everybody's asking, is it as satisfying as Backstab? I don't know, it's too early to tell. Alright. Press L1, so you got double jump in this, by the way.
Whatever intel the senators got stashed, I hope it's worth the risk. You never give up hope, do you, buddy?
He says buddy a lot, by the way. Buddy. I'll look for loot. I'll look for loot. Did he screen? Was there screen tearing there? Yes. Still screen tearing. Test it while we're here. Yep. Again, that's what the most distracting thing to me is. All right, now I'm lost. There. Pushing left stick to run.
We can rest there.
All right, and here's your bonfire, basically.
Let's stop here.
All right, meditation points. Interacting with a meditation point will save the game and access several other game options. Next. Resting at a meditation point will restore Kyle's health and force, as well as respawning all enemies. Skill tree. Spend your skill points to learn lunging strike, sorry. Alright, so if we resting restores life and force but respawns all enemies. So let's rest first. Okay. So I think is like the soul star where you could touch a bonfire, right? Where you don't have to rest at it. So the enemies won't respawn, but if you just want to save, I think. Or respawn at that last bonfire. Spend skill points at meditation points to unlock upgrades. What else? Reset Y skills. Alright, skills. Skills ready. 1 skill, 0 skills ready. You got 4 skills: survival and lightsaber. Looks nice though. Sphere grid like you've never seen before. So you got 1 skill point. Hold Y to perform a long-reaching thrust attack. What else we got here? All right, let's. All right, got it. Got it. We just go straight into skills. No, okay, we can. Alright, I came from that away.
Ghost, I beg you. I fought in the war.
I doubt that. Now
The
clear
rare
out.
ability, Kyle can receive information from Force when he touches certain items. No, I haven't been here before. What do you mean, video game? So I may or may not, I admit nothing got lost over here before. Cause I was like, huh, where do I go? And cause I turned off that whole, you know, direct you whatever, may have been here for like 10 minutes gone, what is going on? And then, you know, cause it's been a long time since I played the last game and I totally forgot how to bring up the map. So you're welcome. You can watch the beginning of this video and, you know, don't make the mistakes I make.
What are we looking for? Suspect's male. Last seen on Dock 27. They say he's a Jedi.
Hello.
Help me now!
Wait, what happened to the stab? Oh, did I not hold the
Let's
force?
get going, BD1.
Wait, I see some interactable. Oh no, there you go. Water camp. Alright, you have to hold on to the force pull. So here's where you can tell some of the resolution stuff. If you look at, see the stairs, you had there's like a lot of flicker there, and it looks softer. And most of the time you're running for everything fast. You're not really. Hollow map unlocked. The hollow map shows Kyle's current location and location of the something main objective. The area containing the icon. We don't want to know what it means. Main objective is also highlighted in the gold. All right. Yellow gateways lead to unexplored areas. Okay, we should actually read this. Yellow gateways lead to unexplored areas. Got it. Green elements indicate available pathways, while red elements are currently locked. Metroidvania, anybody? You can change these colors in accessibility settings. Okay. So yellow gateways lead to yellow unexplored, green element indicate available pathways, and red is locked. Unexplored. Available, okay. Legend and collectibles. The legend Y shows icons for other points of interest with filters that can be turned on and off. Collectibles X show your progress for current area. Okay.
There's the yacht. Still drifting. That's the spirit, BD.
Alright, so there's the main objective. How do can I zoom in? There you go. Okay. I still think the map is a bit needlessly... I mean, it's not complex, but you know what I mean? It's just Wait, I totally... Which way did I come from? Wow, totally forgot which... Was it this way?
You want to get a bite after a shift?
Jump to attach to the ceiling and climb.
Turbo dog. I heard they make those out of strats. That's just a rumor. Fine. What about that noodle shot?
Press that just before a blaster bolt hit reflect. You know, the classic Star Wars stuff. I mean, you don't have to press it just before. You can just hold it as well. Is there anything here? Secrets. Try my best not to play this like a Souls game and take forever in first area. We gotta play fast, because everybody's probably seen some footage of this first area. Let's see if I can wall jump up there. Press that to switch lightsaber stances. Right, so this is another big thing with this game. Attack with lightsaber. Press Y to use force attack. Oh yeah, he has a different stances. That's single lightsaber. That's dual lightsaber. Oops.
Way too close.
Obviously, up on the D-pad, recharges your health. Which I just wasted, which you can that is like your Easter's flask, basically. That is a clear screen sharing if you wanted to know if this game's, if the latest update still has it. And again, because you're doing a lot of this and running around and jumping, like above everything else, that's what I noticed the most. Jump.
There he is. Shoot to kill. Not giving up.
While using two blade stance holder to right before for like incoming attack. Take that. All right. That.
Getting closer. Hanging in there, BD? Don't look down.
Got you, traitor.
Was it just me? Or was that resolution streaming issues with his helmet? Ta-da!
What took you so long?
Oh, you know, just hanging out. Taking in the sights. Been a while since I was on Coruscant. Thanks, bud.
Part of the job, Kestis. When I saw the dock collapse, I thought this heist might be over real quick.
Why make it easy for him? Where's the crew?
Heading to the yacht. We'll meet him there. Oh, and Bravo said no comms.
No comms it is. Bravo knows best.
Cut. So this is basically your Dark Souls style shortcuts that you can unlock. If you die and you go back to that I'm gonna call them bonfire, you know, that one there, you've unlocked a shortcut to get up here quick now. No, I didn't die to figure it out.
Starving by now.
What do you mean?
Hungry Klaatuinians.
What do you mean, chat?
We don't want that.
Remind me to tell you about the Karita job sometime.
Looks like that factory stopped the yacht. I call that a win.
No gunships. Crew must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting. How are we gonna get you across?
Well, that didn't work.
Look around the environment to find object of boat interact with by pressing RB.
Think you can knock down that crate?
Worth a shot.
Oh, double jump.
That jetpack's handy.
Remind me to tell you how I got it sometime.
All right. So wall running, wall jumping. Again, it's not that like that strict. Like you can do like infinite wall jumps and wall running. So it's not like, oh, you got one cling. So there is very I wonder if the speed running tech will be used that to break it to get to areas.
On the yacht, yeah?
Like, you know, like with most games that do wall run is like, oh, you have one wall run and that's it and you drop. But because you got the double jump here and you just infinite loop, 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 loop.
Impressive.
Who needs a jetpack?
Prosumer. Paint material, okay. No idea what it does.
See that cable?
On it, Kestis.
Yeah, I still can't overlook the screen tearing. It's not being improved in this latest patch. It's still super jarring how nice the game looks. That it tears this much. Oh,
Bucket heads below. No
you
going
disappeared.
around them.
Then we go through them.
Already when you are, Kestis.
hold on. I actually want to try something. Oh no, okay. Doesn't let you wall run on everything.
We got a fight ahead, Cal. You are.
fellas. For us. We're on, Kestis. Nicely done.
Back at you.
Yeah, I might have to up the difficulty a little bit. I mean, I'm saying that now. Famous last words.
Troopers coming.
Let's get the drop on him.
Sure thing. On your signal.
All right, hold RB and press X to ask bow to attack targeted enemy. All right, the fact that they're teaching that here
Okay. You can
shows
fight.
that there might be a lot
Me
of,
too.
you know, you have a companion with you
binary, but I hear
attacks.
you, BD. Team effort.
Uh-oh, I forgot what the button was already.
The yacht's just. Let's try up that way.
Quit reading my mind, Jedi. All set.
It almost sabotaged me. It moved a little bit more, but luckily I got the double, triple jump stuff. Oh, don't mind if I do. Rest here. All right, stances, rest. What else we got here? Let's rest first. Current lightsaber stances, single, double blade. Oh, so you get different stances, I'm assuming, by this. Change stance, single, double. So it gives us double, gives us more speed and defense. But lowers our power and range. Okay. Alright, do we get anything else in skill tree? I haven't been using that lunge at all, actually. I mean, we've all seen the trailer now, right? I'm assuming, unless you're going full... I mean, you ain't gonna be watching this video if you're going full... no spoilers, so we know that he gets the dual
This place
lightsabers,
is a
right?
ghost town.
Coruscant's changed a lot over the last few years. These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
Hold on, what's up here? Secret... no secrets. Do it so as much as I can to see how much I can break the game. For speedrunning tech, I mean.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Agreed.
I mean, I don't want to avoid the patrol. I want to get into it.
Enemies
Scan.
nearby.
Press B to quickly recover after being knocked down.
Seems like that was our last probe droid.
Okay. Don't do that at that enemy again.
I hate probe droids.
Same here.
Tell me about it.
Here we go.
Fancy.
Working that scrap.
Any sign of the Jedi? No. Presence of emergency on level 2034. Skylane accident. They think it could have been terrorists.
Are we going that way? We're going that way.
Coordinated attack? Hard to say. Wouldn't be surprised if they pull us up level. Yeah, the Jedi's long gone. The command
Oh well. Okay. No. Press that and that to slow enemies around Carl. Okay.
Right in the eyes.
Oh no, I wasn't paying attention to my health bar. Okay. I gotta remember this is a Souls game, not action game. Souls game. Wow. When you die, you lose XP gain since your last skill point. Damage the enemy who defeated you will restore your lost XP and refill your life and force to maximum. Okay, I did it on purpose just to show you. You know, just to show you. That just YouTube, just to show you. All right, where's that shortcut unlocked? Well.
They're onto us.
Incoming! Get over here, intruder!
We'll do this together. Look it off. Sorry, when you play with me, the game is rigged from the start.
All right, let's try that again.
We've got contact.
What are you doing here? I copy. Move back!
And let's ask him to.
Dodge all you want.
Dead end.
Let's double back.
I mean, let's double check first. There could be something. I don't know how I lost that first time, by the way. Is it though? Doesn't that look like a secret? The guy
Some
goes
kind of
dead
rare
end.
mineral, I guess. Yeah, it's beautiful.
No, I was trying to get some information on the rare mineral. All right, he goes dead end, double back. Where do we?
It's us or them.
That's one down.
There we go.
Think BD wants you to knock that down.
Now I'm taking orders from a droid.
Spoilers, I've played this bit before. Because technically it's not a first look.
Palace.
Yeah, that's what the Empire
It's not my fault. Okay, I heard all the conversation around the performance stuff, so I had to know.
Something you can't stand the sight of anymore.
Jump to dismount. Oh, did I mess it up? No, I didn't.
How long you been working with Saw Gerrera?
Not long. A few jobs here and there.
I could tell you impressed him. That isn't easy.
I'm good at what I do, and I don't ask the wrong questions. That combination tends to open doors.
All that to grab. Hold on. I'm pretty sure there's... Oh, was... Okay, that's where I dropped down before and grabbed that. Okay. Whoops. Hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, the platforming stuff does feel smooth. It doesn't feel like clunky at all. Says that and then forces death. It's like I pawned these things. I swear to God, that was scripted.
Might be able to use that crane to get across the bridge.
Using the Empire's tools against him.
Crane.
A Jedi here? It's gotta be a prank, right? Word is there was an assassination attempt. Someone moved against the senator? Gutsy to go against Seja. Yeah, from what I hear...
Oh, shortcut lock, okay.
End up in turbo dogs.
Contact!
Hey, an intruder! He's killing everyone!
Weapons free!
I'm firing! Yes!
Better heal tested!
I don't need jail.
Plastic coward!
Good work, Cal.
I mean, you didn't have faith, mate. You was out here going, you better heal, Kestis. That the actual way to go? Shortcut unlocked.
Looks like another shard.
What they do, nobody knows. All right, now I better heal.
BD, I need help.
Oh, actually, if the other lightsaber does more damage, right? I should probably...
Buddy.
Can I get him to...
They can't stop us! That guy really didn't like you.
Don't think he's
Wrecked.
a fan of you either.
I don't see a way up.
Let's look around. Haven't I seen you before? Not a bad change of scenery. Grease's place should be around here. Yeah. Look at that.
I didn't press nothing. Game cut the dialogue itself.
But quite the view, ain't it? That your ship came down, Dredger Gorge?
Yeah, we had some, technical problems.
Probably met the Bedlam Raiders then.
Attacked us as soon as we landed.
Glad you're okay. What y'all doing around these parts?
Looking up an old friend. Grease-dritis?
Grease? Oh, shoot, I know him. I run the stables in town. My name's Mosey.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
Why are you cute, little droid?
It's good to see a friendly face.
Likewise. Well, path seems clear from here. Shouldn't get in any trouble. Let's go looking for it. Oh, and say hey to Domodendra when you get in town. She doesn't take kindly to strangers.
We understand. Thanks for the advice, Mosey.
Bet.
Random. Because why is sign so low? I think that's just dialogue audio. Actually, chat can let me know when I'm fighting. Is there something? When I'm fighting, is the sound though?
Hey, didn't expect to see you so soon.
Thought I'd check out the stables.
Well, these ain't it. I'm just tending Brutus here. He's an echo. Stable's down yonder in town, and if you find a beast
Oh yeah, of
you
course
want
we do get
saddled,
mounts in this,
come
right?
by.
I'll keep an eye out, Mosey. Thanks.
That's wondering how does this perform on Xbox? Still has performance issues. Screen tearing all over the place. Again, for me, the resolution is not really the problem. Actually, I was gonna say the frame drops ain't the problem for me either. But actually on this level, we've had way more frame drops than we did on that first level. The frames are okay on the first level. Not only are we getting tearing now, we're getting a lot of frame drops still. Yeah, this is the most frame drops we've seen so far. Huh, this section seems way more open-ended. Here's the bigger question though. Maybe we leave that for the final thoughts at the end. I don't know how much they will improve performance on this.
The wildlife is thriving here. Prey, predators, lone hunters, herds, all coexisting without the interference of the Empire. Or Jedi.
Yeah, even the resolution looks rough here. Wow, okay, this is the worst I've seen. Oh, the resolution is bad here, the frame rate is bad here, and the screen tearing is bad here. Whoa. I mean, everything up to this point has been closed corridors, right? So... Oh, and there's that. That's the first time we've seen today is the audio cuts out. Also, did that big enemy just clip through like the ground or something? Where'd he go? Oh my days! I kind of understood why they hid this late into the game. Now this is actually, this bit is actually kind of shocking. Honestly, it's been kind of smooth up into the, I mean, not, I mean, relatively smooth, but like, yeah, this is anything but.
Find something, buddy?
Maybe I understand the whole you might as well play at 30 conversation now. Like going on this from this level, yeah, you might, this level I would probably consider because it's nowhere near high 30s, 40s. See, look, instantly, see how much it got smoother now? Like that whole top section was like 30 FPS. All right, where am I actually going? I guess they really wanted to show off the attack in this section to say, oh, look, this is like real open world villagey. But
Target struck. Persist. Enemy is misdirected. Power strike.
Some help, please.
I want to have a hot take. I want to make a hot take here. I don't know. Like the way this is running now, I don't know how many amount of patches can fix this.
Well, there you are. Fight.
He's on the move. Alter formation. Keep your heads down. You'll regret that. Should we shoot him? Time to shoot. What?
Don't let him flee.
Jed.
It's locked down.
Excuse me. I mean, does anyone want to jump down? Nope. Maybe it's just the oh, come enjoy the view section. Oh, actually, if you get mounts here, I guess this will speed this area up.
That's it. Give it a try. Not bad, huh?
I feel great.
There you are, good as new. Almost. Clone Wars weren't yesterday.
Did we win?
Nope.
Oh no.
All right, let's go around that way.
I'm feeling weak, BD.
Ah, double pressed it. Let's rip 2 sims. Alright, I should try to find a meditation point.
Let's stop.
Yes, let's stop.
Okay, let's go. We made it. It'll be good to see Grease again. Been a long time. Maybe he knows where the others ended up. Seer stuck in the past. Marin wandering. Ancient history.
Man, this area really shows that the scope they was going for with this game, but they just didn't pull it off. And again, it doesn't even run well on PC, so it's not like, oh, this is an Xbox or a console hardware thing limited. In actual fact, it runs worse on PC.
Think you can pull a fast one on us?
It was all just a misunderstanding.
Hey! Let him go.
That we cannot do. This thing sold us a priceless relic. The key we have been searching for. Except, of course, it's fake!
I thought it was the real deal, Ravis. Honest.
Oh.
They're gonna kill Slippy. Don't let them do it.
But mistakes like these cannot be tolerated.
Slippy. I can't remember what's his name
Let
from
this be
Star
a
Fox. The frog.
reminder of what happens when you cross the Bedlam Raiders. Kill him.
Oh no! No!
Enough. Walk away.
A Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Did that hurt? This is fun. Get back here. Nice hit. Lift off. Did that hurt? Deflected. I'll run you through.
Uh-oh.
Didn't even hurt.
Help, please.
Skid. You can't hit me. I don't think so. I win some, you lose some. Here we go.
Rip.
Impressive.
Next time you want to pick a fight, you go through us.
The crazy soul laugh. Somebody's got to do it.
What a delight to see one of your kind in action after all these years.
Chop his arms off.
Noble Jedi Knight, if you stay your hand, I shall withdraw in peace.
Oh, he put some respect on the name now. Oh, noble Jedi Knight.
Be seeing you.
This is him, Doma. This is the one who stood up to the Bedlam Raiders.
All right, that's enough, Turgle. Turgle, get over here.
Yes.
You're Doma?
Well, yes, I am. You got a name, Jedi?
I'm Cal. This is BD1. We'd, appreciate if you kept this quiet.
Well, out here on the frontier, only way we survive is by sticking together.
That's right.
You didn't have to step in just now, but you did.
Yes, you did.
Turgle, shut it. We'll keep your secret safe. Cal. I'm sure we could both benefit from it.
He's well designed, actually.
Thanks. I think this droid has been here for hundreds of years.
Day? Or is it night? Something's very wrong.
Is your name Z?
Yes, it is. How did you... Oh, no! I'm trapped. I've been trapped for... How How long has it been?
I'm Cal. This is BD. We're gonna help you.
Pleasure to meet you both. Some help would be most appreciated.
Right then, there's the puzzle gonna be here. Can we?
You are a Jedi. I think your receptor's completely shot.
Not completely, Z. I'm a Jedi, all right.
But you're not even wearing the proper robes.
I'm more of a poncho guy.
Oh, do I maybe? No. Oh, I see.
Use the orbs to activate the bridge. Then you can reach the crane controls. I think. After so many idle years, who really knows?
This droid's got more than a screw loose.
What was that?
I said, hold tight, Z.
Okay, can't go that way. Oh, okay. Did you get across? It did.
Have you free soon, Z.
Take your time. I've only been pinned here for a while. I don't have your name in my databanks. When did you pass the trials?
Never took them. I was knighted in the field.
And what was the reason for this flagrant breach of protocol?
It's a long story.
Well, there's something missing. Oh, I see.
Trials or not, you've done it! Come here. I want to thank you face to face. Thank you, Cal.
Don't mention it.
If you'll excuse me, I've been delayed long enough. Not now. Hold it together.
Mind if I take a look?
Well, I must admit, I am in need of repair.
Cool design though for the robot.
So Z, what's Tanalorr?
A planet hidden within the Kobolds. It's home to a Jedi temple.
I wish voice audio wasn't so low, but I can't do anything. If I turn it up, then it just sound effects go way too loud.
At least that's what my master hoped Tanalorr might become.
That should do it for now. Just gotta figure a way out of this place.
Well, I can help with that. It's this. Was it that? No. Oh! Yes, it is this way. Follow me. Ah, now I see where we are. A meditation chamber. Master Kree designed these to train Jedi. I remember this.
Oh, hello. I'll take that.
It does, however. Master Kree had a brilliant mind. Do you know her, Cal?
Can't say I do.
No matter, but I think she would have liked you. The exit is this way.
New perk acquired, resilience. You have discovered a perk. Different types of perks can be found throughout the game and can change the way you play significantly. Perk slots. You start with 3 available perk slots. More slots can be unlocked as you progress. Especially powerful perks may require multiple slots. Equipping perks. Perks can be viewed at any time in the perks section of the abilities menu. Currently equipped perks can be managed at meditation points.
Yeah, we could have been down here forever. Z, that planet you mentioned, what's it like?
Tanalor? What a wondrous place.
How do I get there?
Navigate the Koboldus.
That must be the knowledge your master purged from your memory banks.
Well, she must have had her reasons.
All right, I think this is probably going to be the perfect place to call it. Let's rest here and
all set.
Yeah, let's give some final thoughts on this. Like initially, so we've been playing this for like what, 5 hours now, and we haven't got like sidetracked or anything, but we've been moving quite fast. From the first 5 hours I've seen of this game compared to the first one, it seems way more platform orientated. And honestly, I think I like that. Like this game does platforming very, very well. I mean, as a like a Souls type game, right? It's like the first one is a bit floaty, and that's not because of the FPS and all that. Is like I play a lot of hardcore like Dark Souls and everything. So I want my Souls games to be way more precise. So the fact that it's going for that style, I don't think, you know, the first game's, you could say, gimmick was that, right? But it didn't do it well. So this game still has that in here. You got like extra perk things, like 4 hours in we unlocked like perk slots and everything. If you look at your like skills, lightsabers, it seems like you're gonna get like 5 different ones, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you ain't got like a crazy variety of builds or anything here. So yeah, even though it borrowed like Dark Souls Light, it borrowed that. I don't think it did that well. So we've been playing on a normal difficulty here, and there's only been like one enemy that has kind of been challenging, but most of it has been platforming, and I think it does platforming absolutely fantastically. I'm like having a lot of fun doing the platforming stuff. This second level, not second level, is it second area, kind of third? It's been a lot of this jungle area, so is a nice change. But also that's like, we saw the first big hub area. You know, at the beginning of this video I did a whole 15 minutes about performance and everything and how you should play and everything. Like again, that there was that one big hub area. That's the only time I saw it like performance was like absolutely unacceptable. When it's doing this more linear corridor stuff, well, not corridor stuff, but you know, more directed platforming experience stuff, like you don't see the resolution drop that much, you don't see the frame rate drop, that it holds about 45, 50. But that one area, now I can see why people are saying, oh, you should probably play this in 30 and in resolution mode, because that whole area felt like it was like 30, and like the resolution dropped a lot there. But like just general, like doing platforming, going through these sections, it seems like totally fine. And it seems like that one hub area you're gonna go back to a lot. So that's the only like the part of the first fight where I truly thought, no, this is like absolutely lacking, to the point I was like, I don't know if they can patch this and fix it. Like, I don't know if they can increase the resolution and the frame rate in that area. Again, though, for me, the main issue is not, other than that one area, which seems like the exception because that's not really the area you're in most of the time. The frame rate stuff, I'm okay with. I would prefer at 60, but you know, I can live with it. The resolution drop, I can live with. The screen tearing. The screen tearing is just, because you're, like I said, this game does platforming well, and you're running, jumping, wall jumping, all that a lot. So when you're turning the camera a lot, it is screen tearing a lot. Like it's so distracting for me anyway. It's just like it really takes the shine off how well this game does platforming. So yeah, like, you know, again, what we was talking about in the beginning about, this is the first truly next gen game. It builds on the first one, but like maybe they should have delayed this. But I'm more curious to see, because it's quite clear now, if you're going to pick this on PC, you should wait at the moment because it has problems. If you're going to pick this up on console, it's like the bigger conversation is, can they make this, like, if they can get the bugs out of it, sure, but can they make this run better? Like can they lock the frame rate down and lock the screen tearing down? I don't know. Like, screen tearing should be an easy thing to lock down, right? You just put VSync on. So I don't understand why they're having a problem with that. Like, maybe it would just introduce too much lag or something. I don't get it. And again, the game's been out for 2 weeks. We've had 4 major patches already as well. So all that conversation is unfortunately taking away from, this does platforming very well. It builds on the first game. So, you know, if you are interested in this on PC, I would say wait to see how they update it. Probably even to some extent on consoles, right? But yeah, if we, again, is a big caveat, so we can't really say, you know, put that to one side. You can't really, because so much of this game is action oriented. But like, if you want to just know about the game, if you enjoyed the first game, you're probably definitely going to enjoy the second one. If you like the Star Wars franchise, you're definitely going to like this. Don't let the Souls, you know, is a Souls like kind of put you off. It's not really. It's Souls light. Like, this seems like an evolution of some kind of mix and match of evolution of like, you know, Tomb Raider meets Uncharted kind of thing with the Star Wars IP around it. So yeah, if you could look away from all the performance issues, no, I was having a lot of fun with it. Like, I'm playing this for like 6 hours now. It's like coming up to like 11:30 at night. I'm like, just one more section. But you know, again, there is that big caveat. So okay, is like, I understand. Actually, well, I don't understand, because, you know, like, it seems like this is a trend these days. Developers release games and patch them later. So, you know, I'm not saying I understand why they did that. I understand why they released it when they did, because, you know, next week we're going to be covering Zelda, Diablo's coming out, Street Fighter's coming out, the new Final Fantasy's coming out, and then we hit the E3 time zone where so let's say they delay this a couple of months, then it's going to hit that E3 time zone, so it's going to get swamped between all other big press, like PR cycle, right? So they couldn't have, like, they probably thought as a publisher, this is when we release it to get some kind of media hype around it, right? So that's why they released it in this period, because next month is swamped and the month after that is swamped, and then, you know, but at the same time, they've probably done themselves a disservice where the conversation around this game is not, it's the first truly next-gen game. The platforming is way better than the first game. The conversation is just everywhere at the moment with this game is, it's got big performance issues. So, you know, there you have it. Once again, we are playing on Xbox Series X. A code for the game was provided by the publisher, and again, they have no control of my critical opinion of the game. Shorter video will probably go up on this on YouTube. Longer video will go up on Twitch. We've been playing for a long time, so I don't know how we're gonna cut in. Maybe I'll add some of that open world section so you can see the different performance stuff, right? Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Did you play the first game? You Star Wars fan? Probably who's not a Star Wars fan? Did you play the Force Unleashed games? Can you see the gradual evolution of those games to this? Yeah, you're gonna picking this up. Or you're gonna wait for the patches to see where it goes. I don't know. Like they with the first game, they patched it quite a bit to smooth some stuff out, but I don't think it turned into 60 FPS smooth, right? And looking at like all the technology this is pushing, you know, and you out of those first couple of patches you've seen, my guess is like they're gonna work on like bug stuff and all that. I don't know how much they're gonna be able to do with performance stuff on this. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on, right? Once again, longer video will be up on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, we stream there a couple times a week. I got a community Discord and a Twitter. All that information will be in the description. Come check us out. Follow, like, subscribe, depending on where you're watching, and turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. Other than that, I think we're gonna call it with this one. Thanks for tuning in for this longer video, especially like 15 minutes of talking about performance at the beginning of it. But thanks for bearing with us. Much love. Peace.